What's up? How many times have you heard that each person is unique in his or her own way? Surely too many times to take the word seriously. But today we're going to show you people who really stand out. You'll definitely notice them in a crowd because, well, you'll see for yourself. If you subscribe to the channel, then let's go. 12 fingers. Usually when it comes to unique personalities, we mean a particular person, a talented climber, or a strange artist, or a super flexible gymnast. You get it. But we managed to find not one, not two, not three, but a whole huge family of unique people. The Da Silva family lives in Brazil.
Brasil!
23 people, and 14 of them have 6 fingers on each hand. Sounds like some sort of math problem. It's called polydactyl, and it means a large number of fingers. All the Da Silva fingers are fully functional, which is a very rare thing. It's considered a special feature of the family, and everyone tries to get the most out of that extra finger. For example, it's easier to catch a football while standing in the goalpost or play the piano. Or take a lot of things at the same time. In fact, the Da Silvas are so fond of their peculiarity that they look for it even at the ultrasound of a new family member. Doesn't matter if it's a boy or girl, as long as it's got 12 fingers. Popeye the Sailor. The length of Jeff Dobby's forearm is 19.29 inches. The athlete can hold basketballs in each hand and is very similar to the big-armed sailor from the comics and cartoons. But without the pipe and spinach. Dabba's official nickname is Popeye, and it doesn't bother anybody that his second nickname is Anaconda. Well, he's a man of many talents, what can I say? Despite the fact that Jeff really has huge arms, this isn't a sign of any disease. There's no sign of giganticism in his system. Doctors' tests confirmed it. Jeff was just born powerful, and even as a child he stood out. Of course, it seemed logical to be an arm wrestler with arms like that, which is exactly what Dabba did.
Sean. Everything you got, Jeff!
Jeff, winner on table 1.
Giant palms and strong muscles give him a serious advantage. However, for a long time, Popeye didn't take arm wrestling seriously. He just did different household chores like cutting wood and taking care of animals. At the same time, Jeff was growing the necessary skills and only recently began to train for real. Monster's tongue. Sometimes the human body does strange things. You probably know what your tongue looks like on the backside. I mean, from the bottom. You can turn on the front camera of your phone right now and look if you want. There's some sort of small folds on the mucous membrane on either side of the bridle. Mostly they're very little, but sometimes the body fails. It's not critical, and it's definitely not dangerous, but it does look pretty damn creepy. Some people have little flaps of mucosa under the tongue. Usually these things appear in pairs. There can be 4 or more, and it looks like tentacles have grown on a person's tongue. Wait until they start to move. Okay, you don't have to panic. Even if you have something like that, it's perfectly normal residual tissue that the body hasn't fully processed when it grew your tongue. It's simple. The tallest Igor. What's your association with the name Igor? Probably 2 options. Either you have a friend named Igor, or it's a character who serves some villain or some crazy genius thanks to Hollywood, Van Helsing, Victor Frankenstein, and others.
Igor! Help me!
But our hero doesn't look like a mad scientist's assistant at all. Like, not even a little bit. Meet Igor Vavenkinsky, the tallest man in the United States. His height is around 7.97 feet. That's a lot. It's enough to see how much taller Igor is than any adult man to understand that he has every right to be called a giant. At the same time, the boy has completely normal parents, but not quite normal pituitary glands. It began to secrete too much growth hormone when Igor was a kid, which is why he began to grow rapidly. You can find information that at 6 years old, Igor had already reached 5.57 feet. Do you have any idea how much he was standing out? In the end, Igor's family had to move from Ukraine to the United States because only American doctors were able to stop his growth. Otherwise, it would have ended quite sadly. A memorable profile. They say that Caesar has the most impressive profile. No, not the salad. We're talking about the Roman Emperor, Gaius Julius. Judging by the sculptures, he really had an outstanding nose. But no Caesar can compare to a man named Mehmet Ozarek from Turkey. He is officially recognized as the owner of the longest nose in the world. at any rate, of the living. He's listed in the Guinness Book of World Records and all that. When Mehmet's nose was last measured, it was 3.46 inches long. That's a hell of a lot. However, the measurements took place in 2010. It's possible that the record holder's nose has grown since then. If you're ever in Anvin, try to figure it out. Well, that'll be all. Love yourself no matter what, and don't forget to give us likes. We made this video for you.